Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sam. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and like this video if you find it very educative. Right, so this morning, about 3 hours ago, there was a news from Cointelegraph that states most transactions on XRP, EOS, and Tezos don't transfer any value. And that's really disturbing. Such headlines makes it look like those networks are really useless. But let's go further and read. Research has found the majority of transactions on EOS, Tezos, and XRP do not transfer any value. According to a research paper released on preprint site ARXV, this is the research paper right here. You might not have the time to go through this, but what they're trying to say in summary is that most of the transactions on EOS, Tezos, and XRP are basically useless transactions, and to me that doesn't make any sense. I think it's just an excuse to bash these cryptocurrencies, right, or to get traffic. Now here's an analysis, right? So if you have a major road, right, and then you say majority of the cars on that major road are Toyota vehicles, right? And you have, out of 100 cars that goes through that road, we have 98% of them being Toyota, and then 2% of the other cars are Lamborghini. Does that make Lamborghini useless? No. That doesn't make Lamborghini useless. That doesn't mean majority of the cars on that road are more valuable than Lamborghini. It doesn't make any sense. Now, let me show you guys some data. Now, if you notice, EOS and Tezos, Ethereum wasn't listed. Now, let's see what Tezos XRP are doing. Now, for just in case you're not aware, Ethereum came out way before EOS, came way before Tezos, and way before XRP. Therefore, Ethereum has lots of first mover advantage and has a lot of applications built on top of it, right? Well, let's look at the data. You know, I always like referring to Blocktivity. So as you can see, Ethereum right here is really suffering, handling 865,000 operations within 24 hours, and Ethereum is currently using 66% of its capacity. It's almost in red. Ethereum is almost useless. Why isn't no one talking about this issue on Ethereum? Isn't it an issue? It's an issue, quite alright. That is why they are trying to bring out Ethereum 2.0. Right? If Ethereum is okay, if Ethereum is superb, as they say it is, why going for Ethereum 2.0? That's because there's a problem. There's a problem with Ethereum. That's the reason for Ethereum 2.0. Now, let me show you guys something else. So if you go into Etherscan, you see the number of transaction per second that Ethereum can take. The maximum transaction per second Ethereum can take or handle is 9.2 transactions per second. That's pretty slow. That makes Ethereum unfit for, for real-world adoption. And guess what? The newer guys in the block, such as EOS, handles 67 million operations in 24 hours by just using 51% of its capacity. I don't know why Tezos is not on this list, but we have do we have XRP? I don't think so. Okay, we don't have XRP here, but Tezos was on this list and previously. So the fact that you don't have enough transactions now, just in case you're not aware, there's a difference between transactions and operations, right? So operations on Ethereum, you can actually take out huge transaction. Let me explain. Now, what is blockchain used for? Blockchain is used for, transactions, right? You can say, okay, excuse me, assuming you have a social application, a social media platform on Ethereum blockchain, which can't currently happen, right? So every like, every post, every comment is a transaction, right? And that can currently happen on Ethereum. You can't build a purely on-chain decentralized social network on Ethereum blockchain. Why? Because the blockchain cannot even handle it. Why? Because that like, that comment, that share, those are transactions that need to be stored on chain. but you can't currently do that on Ethereum. So the reason why those transactions can be on Tezos and can be on EOS is because the blockchain can handle it. So I think it's a good thing that these blockchains can handle these transactions. So they are supposed to be credited, giving accolades, you know, for being able to carry out massive transactions. But what are they getting in return? They're getting useless headlines. So I don't think I'm a party to, you know, this kind of article. You see, it's just like I said, I give you an example of a major road. So if you build a road and the road is extremely good, you have no business if people start, you know, walking on the road instead of driving their cars. You built the road quite all right. It is now left to the users, you know, to start saying, okay, I want to drive my car on this road, or I want to use this road for driving my bicycle. Assuming you buy a Lamborghini, pretty expensive car, super fast, you have a choice to either use the Lamborghini for parking dirt, or use the Lamborghini for its purpose, which is, you know, driving luxury, you know, in a luxurious way. Whatever, in whichever way you want to use it depends on you. So you have faster blockchains such as Tezos, EOS. So the fact that you don't have good transactions on it, when I mean good transactions that has huge markets or huge monetary value, doesn't make them useless. It means they are just undervalued. That's just what it means. Just like Bitcoin. What's the price of Bitcoin right now? $8,000. There are some companies in the world that are way bigger than the entire money in the crypto space. Does that mean cryptocurrency itself is useless? No. Cryptocurrency is just undervalued. That's the same thing for EOS. That's the same thing for Tezos, right? So don't let the fraud guys, you know, bash you into not believing what is real. So that's what I have for you guys today. So if you think there is something more about the article, please write it in the comment sections below. All right, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and like this video. All right, see ya.